and today we're going to be talking about our top 5 attractions at the Animal Kingdom.
Not a zoo.
No, it's not a zoo.
That used to be, when Animal Kingdom first opened, that was its slogan.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
N-A-H-T-A-Z-U,
Okay.
I believe. And that was because they were not a zoo.
Well, we learn something every day. Okay, anyway. So yeah, we're going to be talking about our top 5 attractions at the Animal Kingdom. I don't think it's a major big park.
It's the biggest park.
It seemed like it.
It's because you've driven around for most of it.
Well, we'll see. Okay, so I'm going to start off with my 5th one, which I think is, and it is Kilimanjaro Safari.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm not, don't get me wrong, I think it's great, but you sat in a truck and looking at different animals, that's great, but I think there's just some more thrilling things to do there than sit
Yeah, I think
in a truck and look at the animals.
I think we've kind of become too used to doing it because we've been a couple of times, done a couple of years running, and we've done it a couple of times. Sort of, I think we've just got a little bit too used to it. The sort of wow factor's gone. It's still a fantastic attraction.
Yeah, don't get me wrong,
Better
it's
than
great.
any other safari ride you're going to do, other than going to Africa.
Yeah, and how close we got up to a giraffe once was brilliant. Don't get me wrong, it is great and it is in my top 5, but I just don't. That's why it's my 5th one, because I just find it a bit. So yeah, that's it.
Oh look, a zebra.
Yeah, woohoo! And a hippo, and so, some things are just sort of really hard and hidden, and you get shook around quite a bit. So that makes it quite funny. And it all depends on who you get that's driving there.
Yeah, if you've got a bit more of a fun driver, it's a bit better.
Not the ones that he's an animal hidden behind a tree. But yeah, so that's my number 5.
Okay. My number 5 is something that I know isn't in Liam's top 5. You know what it is? Neither do I. I have to have a look. It's dinosaur.
Okay.
Liam hates dinosaur.
Scares me.
But I think dinosaur's a great ride. Disney describe it as a sensory overload.
Oh, it is. It makes you panic. I panic.
Which means so many things are being done to you at the same time that your senses just sort of, they overload. So you've got the smells, you've got the sights, you've got the sounds, you're in the darkness, you're sort of being directed as to where to look and things jumping out of you. It's just a great ride.
And it's just too much for me to cope. I cannot do it.
If you're not very good with motion sickness, this isn't a great ride for you. I'm not very good with motion sickness, but I brave it because it's a good ride. But sort of the car, your Time Rover, is just does all that. It's great. If you haven't been to Disney World, but you know Disneyland, they've got an Indiana Jones attraction, I think. I haven't been to Disneyland, but from what I've read and from what I've heard, it's exactly the same track and layout as your Indiana Jones ride, which I'd very much like to go and ride. I'm sure Liam wouldn't like that either.
We'll see. I'm not boring, and I'm not miserable either. Number 4 is Cali River Rapids.
Cali River Rapids.
How are you supposed to say it?
Cali River Rapids.
That's what I said.
You said Cali.
That's what you said.
Did I?
Yeah.
One of us is right.
It is Cali River Rapids.
Cali River Rapids.
Yeah. That is my 4th one. Yeah, it's great. It's a water ride. Will do.
See, I like it, but only when it's a hot day.
Oh, he's boring. He's absolutely boring. When it's... He won't go on any wet rides, like we went to Atlantis at SeaWorld, and that was just... I'll be too wet, my feet will be too wet. Oh, shut up, you're on holiday. You're going to get wet. You'll dry off so quick in the heat anyway.
I do wet rides, but only when it's really hot. So the last 2 years, each day that we've been to Animal Kingdom, by about lunchtime, we've been rained off. So it's just, the heavens have opened, it's absolutely downpoured. And yes, some people say you're already wet, but I'm not already wet. I take shelter or I buy an umbrella. I feel the cold quite easily anyway, but once I'm drenched through, you know what it's like, going in those shops or going on those buses, I freeze. And no matter how hot it gets in Florida, I'm cold for the rest of the day.
Well, wear a bloody poncho.
I ain't wearing a poncho.
Well then.
You don't go on a water ride to wear a poncho.
I don't go all the way over to Florida and not ride a water ride.
Oh, you ride it on your own. You rode Atlantis last year.
Yeah.
What's your problem?
That was good.
I rode Atlantis last year.
Oh yeah.
I just didn't ride it a second time.
That was only because of Grandpa.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. What's your number 4?
Oh, you want to know what my number 4 is?
Yeah.
Mine is the Pangani Forest Expedition Trail. That's the one with the gorillas.
Okay.
I like that because each time we've done it, there's been baby gorillas. And they're fun to watch. Last year there was 2 baby gorillas right up by the glass where we were watching, and they were sort of play fighting for a bit, weren't they? And then one disappeared, and then the other one was just climbing on one of the gorillas that was sleeping on its back and just kept climbing on, trying to, like sucking its thumb kind of thing, and kept falling off.
It was very good.
Very cute and very funny.
I could have stayed there a bit longer, but someone wanted to go. My number 3 is It's Tough to Be a Bug. I like It's Tough to Be a Bug.
Don't give too much away,
Why?
because some people might not have done it.
Okay. It is brilliant. First time I went in, I did not have a clue what it was, what it is. All I knew that you were little creatures on this thing, and it's how you feel on how you are.
It's a 4D movie. It's a bit like PhilharMagic.
I love PhilharMagic. That's probably why I like this one. And the first time I did it, I sat down. I did sort of swear because I wasn't expecting
Something that happens.
something that happens. And if you know what I'm talking about, then you'll understand where I'm coming from. Or if I just say bees or wasps
Or hornets.
Or
I'm not sure
hornets.
what they are.
and it does make you jump, then that's the bit that I was like, whoa, you bug.
It's fun though.
Yeah, it is. It's great, so give it a watch. If you're going to get to Animal Kingdom.
My number 3 is Kilimanjaro Safaris. The tips for this: do it early in the day or later in the day. If you're doing it in the midday sunshine and sort of the heat, the animals sort of disappear, they try and cool down. So you're more likely to see things if you hit it first thing or later on in the day. But I'm quite excited to see the nighttime safari.
Yes, we're going to do that this year.
Something a bit different.
In September when we're out there, it's actually on our first
full day.
First full day that we'll be doing it at night time. So
At the minute, while we're out there, the only day that Animal Kingdom is open until 11 o'clock at night is our first full day.
which is the 5th of September. So if your guys are out there at the same time, then
Come ride Expedition Everest with us at night.
yes.
You're number 2.
Number 2 is Festival of the Lion King. I think it's brilliant. The amount of times that we've gone and we're filled up, and it just puts you in the story. It does make you cry no matter how many times you've seen it. It does make you emotional, no matter what sort of person you are or anything, it will get you. When I went out and it just means a lot to our family, really, doesn't it?
I think that's why it gets to us every time.
It is about our family, and just relates to a lot of stuff.
Secretly, we're lions.
We're not lions. For example, for my brother, it came out at the time that our granddad passed away, so my brother was just choked him up, and it's brilliant. I absolutely love it. I think you guys will too. So if you do like it, let us know your experiences on it and what it means to you guys watching that show.
Yeah.
Number 2.
My second place
Yeah.
is It's Tough to Be a Bug.
Oh!
Obviously, we've already spoken about this, so I won't go into too much detail about it. But all I will say is stay seated until the very end. What's your number one?
My number one is Mount Expedition Everest.
Ooh, you almost got it wrong.
Yeah, I know I'm going to say Mount Everest, but it's Expedition Everest. I think it's the best ride in Animal Kingdom. I think it's my best ride at Walt Disney World, to be honest with you. It's thrilling, it's fast paced. The story's great, the queue's great, the ride's great. It swaps over, and especially when you get off the ride and you walk into the shop, there's this little furball Yeti, and I just fell in love with him and I had to bring him home. So
that was the
it's
first
cute.
thing you bought on our first trip, wasn't it?
It is.
For yourself.
So what I'll do, I'll take a picture of it and insert it into the slideshow so you can have a little look. He's so cute. And you're number one.
Oh, thank you.
You're not number one.
No. I won't say what I was going to say. It's a family-friendly show. My number one is Festival of the Lion King.
I thought it might be.
Just because it is so important to our family. My nan especially loved the show. And she particularly liked the song I Can't Wait to Begin. So we sort of always sing that version rather than the King version. That's Nan's way.
Oh, I just can't wait to be king. That's what it's supposed to be. But
I think they know what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
If you're watching this and you don't know what it's supposed to be, why are you watching?
Yeah, watch the film. Watch the film. But Nan used to sing, "Oh, I just can't wait to begin."
Yeah.
So
it's just one of her favourite shows. But it is great. Sort of, it does feel like a festival atmosphere, and sort of you just, no matter where you sit, you feel like you're just in amongst it. And the ending is great when everything's sort of just going and.
Oh, goosebumps! Oh. I'm getting absolutely goosebumps.
On a side note, if you like Festival of the Lion King and you haven't done it, I do suggest going to see that and take a look at Cirque du Soleil, La Nouba. They're very similar in that obviously Cirque du Soleil isn't Disney themed, but if you like acrobats and you like good music and sort of go and have a look.
That's right.
We'll put a link to the La Nouba trailer in the description of this. It's well worth the money. I've seen it 4 times now. Every time it's great. So take a trip over to Disney Springs and take a look at La Nouba.
Yeah, that's great.
Well done. Well done, me.
That's it for today. Look, today.
Speak for yourself. Puff.
That's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and obviously follow us on Twitter,
Instagram.
Please subscribe. Subscribe's at the top though when you're in the home page. Subscribe. And Madonna. Subscribe and follow us on Twitter, which is at the WALTway. Follow
Yes.
Mitch on Instagram.
You can't speak today. At Mitch Bardwell.
Well done, thanks for finishing that.
That's okay. You were struggling.
Oh guys, people who have just subscribed, you're in for a treat. Put it this way.
Just wait to see our blooper reel. Basically, it's just like 5 hours of us laughing. But anyway.
Yeah, we don't know when we're going to upload that.
No.
When we've got some bits and bobs together.
That's us done for today. If you liked it, give us a thumbs up.